Yo, yo, yo! What is up, everybody? And happy Tuesday, man! Welcome back to another episode of Off the Bounce. I'm your host, Sam the Bookie, and these are my co-hosts, Alpha Dog Bets and Hefe Picks. How we doing today, boys?
Good. Big NBA slate. Been a good afternoon watching some soccer. Been an enjoyable day. Hefe, how are you, my friend? By the way, looking
Check the hair.
fantastic.
Check the hair.
Something must be going on in Hefeville because he is looking good.
Yeah, it's a
He's
girlfriend's
confident
birthday
today,
today.
boys.
She will have me. She will cut off a finger if I'm not out of this apartment. The second
Is she
the show
watching you
ends.
right now?
If you're
Is
watching,
she right
me,
there?
Happy birthday.
Is she
to
right?
her.
Is she right there?
She's not
next to
here.
you?
She's not here. She's
Oh,
working.
okay. Okay. Cool, man.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
man.
Mrs. Hefe, man. Enjoy your night. Slam, how are you, my friend?
Man, I'm good, man. As you can see, the office is coming together, boys.
Looks great,
It's
man.
Looking
Looks great.
good in here. Yeah, man. Before we get started, as always, big shout out to Pure Wage himself, man. The best in the biz. If you haven't already, make sure to follow him on the Twitter, guys. Yeah, man. Quick recap today. We got about 8 games to go over. Actually, we'll go over 6 games, 6 solid games.
Oh, also,
let's
Slam, we have a little comment in the comments section. Can't believe me and Hefe
What?
did not say this. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, Slam. You've been telling everyone Happy Tuesday for the start of the show. Happy
it's
Wednesday. It
Oh,
is
shit,
Wednesday.
it's Wednesday. Fuck.
That comment is hilarious.
Who said that? Who said that?
Steven said it's Wednesday, Slam. Figure it out.
Oh,
Thanks,
you know
Steven.
what?
Appreciate it.
guys?
Holy fuck, it's Wednesday. I did not
Can I
fucking
can
know
I
that.
give a shout out to somebody real quick? I got
Go ahead.
an amazing DM earlier today from a fella named Joe Vella who watches us all the way from the other side of the world in Australia.
Australia.
You cannot
Amazing.
tell. That meant so much to us, man. Thank you for being a supporter. And anybody else who's watching anywhere in the world, DM us. We'd love to know where you're watching from.
Yes, sir, man. We always appreciate the support, guys. If you guys are watching, retweet, comment, like. We love the engagement, guys. We love to talk sports with y'all. So if you got your favorite pick of the day, let us know. We'll shout you out on the show. But yeah, let's jump right into it, guys. A quick recap of yesterday. Myself, I went 2-0. Took the Pelicans. Faded the public, boys. Faded the
Good
public.
call.
They won outright. Shout out Brandon Ingram on that nasty 3-point game winner because if that would have gone to overtime, I think we would have been screwed, to be honest. And then the second pick was the Clippers and Nuggets under. Went way under.
Way
No
under.
stress there. 2-0. We'll continue to roll. How'd you do yesterday, Alpha?
I went 1-1-1 on best bets. We pushed our Suns -4. Thank God Ayton hit those free throws at the end. That one was a little bit too close for comfort, and we cashed that under with you. That was our POD. So 1-1-1, pretty wash in the NBA last night. Hefe had a judo, and quick shout out to Scott in the chat who's saying New York in the house. We appreciate you, Scott.
New
I
York.
went 1-2. Sadly, I got the Thunder with the points they covered against the Wizards. Lost the Warriors money line. John Moran is playing out of his mind, and they deserve to win that hottest team of basketball. And I have no comment and will not comment because I will take up the entire show if I talk to you guys about what happened in the Nuggets Clippers game. So just let's move on.
Wait, real quick. Wasn't the Nuggets up like 20, though?
They were up 25 with 6 minutes and 32 seconds left.
Wow, bro. What? Like, let's talk about what happened though. I stopped paying attention once the game. I knew the game was going to go under.
You knew our under was good on that one. It was more they completely stopped playing in that game. What an ugly offensive performance from both teams in that one. What was it, 160s? Just an absolute disaster offensively for both teams. But good for our under. Sorry, Hefe, about your Nuggets yesterday.
Clippers.
But guys, we have a massive slate today. And quick question, who dat in the chat? What is up, Just? Big Brain Bets is our resident. He is our resident Friday analyst. So you will see him Friday. He will be back with us on the show like he is every Friday.
Yes, sir. Yeah, like Alpha said, we got a big slate today. So let's jump right into today's breakdown, boys. If you guys are watching, retweet this right now. Show some love, guys. We love the support. Let's go to our early game today. 70 Charlotte Hornets versus the 76ers. Line sitting at -5. 76ers here. The Hornets are off a back-to-back win, I guess, with the Bucks here at home. Now they hit the road. The 76ers have been hot. The Hornets have been hot. Both have been playing great defense. I think the past 3 games, I'm looking the Hornets and the 76ers rank top 5 in defense, guys. And the total is sitting at 225. It's not too high, it's not too low. Alpha, I want to hear what you have to say about this game, man. Break this one down for us.
Yeah, guys, I haven't been a big fan of Philly this year as home favorites. They're currently 4-6 against the spread. They haven't done great when they're in that spot. And Charlotte, on the other hand, has played well as of late, especially defensively. And the team is getting 5 points tonight. I love Charlotte in this spot. It is one of my best bets. The +5, I'm not sure that Charlotte's going to win this one outright, but I definitely think they'll keep this one close. And if you're going to give me 5 points in this one, I'm definitely taking the side of the Charlotte Hornets. So give me the Hornets +5. Hefe, what are you looking at in this one?
I'm looking at Joel Embiid and that he is absolutely playing out of his mind. In the last 4 games, he has had 31 points in every game, identical 31 points. Before that, 34, 36, 36, and 41. Did you hear it? I mean, the guy's averaging, he's playing monstrosity basketball right now. The 76ers have won 7 in a row. They got a Hornets team that's hot tonight, I'm not going to lie, but who the hell is guarding and stopping Joel Embiid tonight, guys? Seriously.
Miles Plumlee back in the lineup, baby.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Mason
trash.
Plumlee. Wrong Plumlee. No, he's garbage. But he's okay defensively. And this one's going to be a shootout. I see a ton of points in this one. It's going to be back and forth. Can Philly score with the Hornets? That's the key in this one because Philly's not a volume scoring team. They're not going to put up 125 plus against you. But the Hornets on any given night can drop 120, 130. Can Philadelphia score with the Hornets in this spot tonight?
I think it's going to come down to actually not the Hornets scoring. I think it's going to come down to can the Hornets defend as well as they've been defending, right?
Great point.
Against the Philly team where this offense is running through Joel Embiid. I mean, his player prop, I just had to look it up real quick. I told you, he dropped 31 points in his last 4 games, identical. What do you guys think the player prop is for tonight in terms of points?
30.
31. 31 on the dot. 31 on the dot. So I'm gonna tell you right now, if Embiid goes over, I think Philly wins and they cover. If Embiid goes under, I think Philly loses and the Hornets cover. And I don't have a personal play on this game, but it's all going to come down to the success or the not success of Joel Embiid tonight, in my opinion.
Cool, man. I'm not rocking with a side here. I like the total. Alpha, I'm gonna have to fade you on the spot, man. I like the under. It's sitting at 225.
Well, I'm not on the over.
I thought
I'm on the Hornets. I do think there will be points in this one, but I am on the Hornets. I'm not on the under in this one.
Okay. Well, I'm rocking with the under here. I like it at 225. Both these teams have been playing great defensively. The Hornets, they've been playing at home, against a Pistons team, play the Bucks twice. Now they hit the road. They're not really a good road team. So I see some regression on offense for them. And, both these teams have really stepped it up on defense the past 3 games. Like I said, top 5 in the league past 3 games in defensive efficiency. So I see a lot of defense here. I see some regression for the Hornets. And, I think I agree with Hefe here, man. If Joel Embiid goes over his player prop, I think they roll. I think this would be a shutout.
So basically just picking up back off what you're saying is if you're on the Sixers and you think the Sixers are gonna win this, you might as well take the Embiid over prop. 2 for 1.
If you're into props, absolutely. Quick shout out, guys. We have Shane in the comments saying Ja is the man, especially after that performance last night. Shane, we see you in here all the time. We appreciate you commenting, man.
Let me not even say what I was going to say. I'm going to take it back. I said, God, if the Knicks just lost one more game the year before, we would have had
what do you mean? No.
Pick instead of the 3rd pick.
No. We lost the lottery. We were the worst team in the NBA. We were slated to get the number 1 pick. The ping pong balls screwed the Knicks that year.
Thank God we didn't get the number 1 pick.
But exactly.
I know.
RJ Barrett has been a lot better.
Because RJ's been balling lately. But John Morant will be my favorite NBA player in the history of the NBA if he was a Knick. Let me just say that right now.
I mean, yeah, of course.
In the history.
Of course.
But these 2 jerseys
just remember, the Knicks did everything they could. They lost every game, and they still got the 3rd pick because they can't even lose right. So that's what happened to our Knicks that year.
It's all good, boys. Let's go to the next game, guys. If you guys are watching, please retweet, comment, let us know your favorite pick of the day. Alpha is reading the chats right now. Going
I'm
to the
here.
next game, Celtics versus the Pacers. The line is sitting at -2.5 for the Celtics on the road here. A little, this
Little rematch.
little rematch.
They just
That's what I was
played.
about to say.
They just played.
Little rematch from 2 days ago here. The Pacers covered the last game. I think it was a overtime game. Was it an overtime game?
It was an overtime game, and they were +9 when it closed. So it was a close game, and they were heavily dogs in that one.
Yeah, man. Hefe, what do you like in the spot? You like the Celtics to keep rolling here? I'm seeing them
I
as,
do actually. I do. I think even though the Celtics won the last game, Indiana is. I'm sorry, Boston is actually on a 5-game road streak, losing streak. Lost 5 games on the road. I know now we're in Indiana, but I think that game kind of was. Even though Indiana lost the game, they kind of should have won that game.
They definitely should have won that game.
The last one. And I just think Boston has their number. I like Boston tonight. I'm looking at the outs for the Pacers, and that's really kind of the reason I'm rolling with Boston. Still no Brogdon, still no Levert. Duarte day-to-day, I'm not sure if he's going. And all that the Celtics don't have is Marcus Smart, and while I know the importance of Marcus Smart to the Celtics team, he's their Energizer Bunny. He's their defensive guy. He's who you want on the Pacers' top scorer at the end of the game. I like the Celtics here, guys, and I can get them at a -130 money line, and that's what I'm taking. I think the Celtics have the Pacers number, and they will not need overtime tonight. Alpha, how about you?
I'm seeing a little bit of different information on the injury report. I'm
Marcus
seeing Brogdon
Smart
is still questionable. I'm seeing Karis LeVert is also still questionable. And I believe that both these guys are a true questionable, so they could come back tonight. So I'm not sure. And Duarte as well. I just think the matchup is a little bit difficult for Boston in the big men department. Everyone knows where Indiana thrives. They have Domantas Sabonis and they have Miles Turner down low. And Boston really only has Robert Williams, who's a great defender down low, but he's not going to be great out on the perimeter. That means that you're going to have a ton of Grant Williams in this game on Sabonis. So that's a recipe for Sabonis to absolutely eat. And again, I think the line is sharp. I lean the Pacers again, especially after seeing the last performance. It's back in Indiana, but it's only a 2-point spread, so I am laying off, but I'm definitely leaning on the Pacers. Slam, what you got in this one?
Revenge spot for the Pacers. I'm off this game. I don't like it. No Smart for Celtics. But yeah, they're favored by, -2.5 there. Potential revenge spot for the Pacers here. I would wait closer and see if Brogdon is playing or not. If he is,
and LeVert.
I don't know, man. I can't read this game. I mean, I don't like.
Man, I almost like these guys without LeVert and Brogdon in this spot because they have to heavily utilize Turner and Sabonis, which is where they have the matchup advantage. So, I mean, I do like the Pacers a lot. As of now, I'm still off this game, but if I may end up taking the Pacers as we get closer, especially if these guys are out and you can get this line bumped up to maybe a 3.5, 4, then I'm definitely really going to be all over the Pacers. So I would just monitor for the official announcements.
For sure. All right, guys, let's jump right into our favorite
game of the year.
Game of the year.
Stop.
Mavericks versus the Knicks. We already know what Hefe is riding with. The line is sitting at.
Stop laughing. I've hit my last 3 Knicks plays.
Are you on the Knicks, bro? Are you? No, but the people need to know. Are you on the Knicks?
I'm on the Knicks.
Just a yes or no.
I'm on the Knicks. Yes.
Okay.
These are the covers that they cover. The Mavericks are hot. No BS. The Mavericks are hot. They won 6 games in a row. I'm really impressed with the Mavericks. But I think the Knicks come out at home today, and I think they get a win. And honestly, Julius, I'm talking to you. You better
don't even talk to him.
You better step up tonight. I'm really sick of your shit.
I'm done with that guy. That guy's trash. Absolute garbage. 1 of 7 last game. He scored the first basket of the game.
He's going to go off
any
tonight,
points the rest of the game. He didn't have any free throws. He did absolutely nothing. And you know what the Mavericks are, guys? They are the number 1 slowest pace in the NBA, especially with Luka on the floor. When Jalen Brunson is anchoring the offense, they are at a much faster pace. When Luka's there, it is slow and methodical. And what do the Knicks have trouble doing? Scoring the ball right now. RJ Barrett's been saving this team, putting up 30 bombs, while Julius Randle's been absolutely stinking up the game. So give me the under, guys. My favorite play of the day, under 204.5. We've been hitting a lot of our Knicks unders. This trend continues to cash for us, and we're going to keep riding the train. So give me the Knicks plus the slowest pace team in the league at the Mavs, under 204.5. Slam, what are you looking at?
Yeah, man, going off what Alpha is saying, Dallas is, top number 6 in the league in defensive efficiency. In the last 3 games, they're number 1 in defensive efficiency. That's why this total is the way it is, 204 and a half. Right? It's a low
total of the night.
Total, and Knicks, they have their struggles on offense there, and I think being in the Garden, the Knicks will show up on defense. So man, I like this under as well, Alpha, and I also lean the Knicks. I think the Knicks get up in this spot, play great defense. And if you notice a trend, the Knicks every time they get points, they typically win. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to jinx it, but they've been playing well when they get the points. So I definitely lean more to the under here, and I like the Knicks to get up in the spot, man.
No Porzingis as well. That's a huge factor against the Knicks because the Knicks will have games where they struggle rebounding. Tonight's not going to be one of those games. The Knicks have all their big men active. Mitchell Robinson should absolutely eat on the glass. So I like that the Mavs won't have a ton of second chance opportunities as well in this one.
For sure. All right, man. Let's go to the next game here. Miami Heat versus the Hawks. The line is sitting at -3. A little Hawk screamer, boys. I mean, the Hawks are guys.
Yes,
they're due, right? They
are
due at some point. I mean, they're looking at trends here. Hawks are 0-9 against the spread in the last 9 home games, boys. They haven't covered a spread at home. What do we do in this spot? Hefe, do you like your Miami Heat in this spot or no?
Guys, I love the freaking Hawks in this spot. I love the Hawks in this spot. And here's why. And I just wanted to make sure before I go on my rant why. I see that Clint Capella's day-to-day, he's questionable tonight.
He's out.
Clint Capella is the key to tonight's victory. Because who the hell is going to guard him from the Miami Heat? No Dedmon, still no Bam. Miami has nobody to compete with the likes of Clint Capella and John Collins inside, getting offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, pushing the ball back out to wide open three-pointers, or pushing the ball in pace off of miss. I love the Hawks tonight so much.
Disrespect to Omar Yurtseven, who's been playing out of his mind for Miami.
He's been playing great.
There is no way that's how you say his last name.
I have no clue, but I do see here.
No way.
That he has been playing some decent basketball. It's Yurtseven today, but you know what, Hefe, I'm going to have to tell you one thing, my friend. Unfortunately. It's the Hawks. I absolutely love this spot. And for everything you said as well, they should dominate the glass. You know how I'm a fan of teams that win the rebounding battle. They are at home tonight, and they need to get this done. Give me the Hawks as well. I am with you. Slam, don't mess this up.
Guys, you remember the last time we took the Hawks together? You remember the last time we took the Hawks together?
Nobody remembers that. What are you even talking about, dude?
Nobody remembers that.
Why are you being Omar Yurtseven right now?
Let me talk a little bit about this game. So, I mean, looking at the schedule, the last game the Heat has played is, 4 days ago. Last game of a road trip for the Heat. Then they go back at home and play the Hawks again, right? And the Hawks, pretty much first game after a long road trip, right? First game after a long road trip. Hefe, what do we say about teams on a first game after a long road trip? Boy?
They usually a little laggy. They usually a little slow. Their mind is on other things. Basketball ain't number one.
Guys, we did get a comment here in the chat that says Capella is out. I did read he did not go through shoot around, but there is a chance he still plays tonight. I'm saying either way, I still like this play because Okongwu is back in the rotation as well. So they do have some big men to go no matter what tonight.
Yeah, man. So back to this game. I lean the Hawks, but I like the under more. Sitting at what, 220?
Oh, those are so scary. Hawks unders are brutal.
223.
They're brutal to watch
because defensively they suck. But I think being back at home, I think they get up for this game. They got to think like they got to win this game because once they go to Miami, they got to play them again. So I think this is a good spot for the Hawks to step up on defense, get this win. And I see a Miami Heat team that's, last game of a road trip, they just want to get home, man. So
injured, beaten up.
Exactly. So I'm rocking with the under here. Lean the Hawks, but until the Hawks win, I can't back them right now.
Slam, we got a comment here in the chat for you from Bill Collector 35 that says slam it Hawks 10 units. What he's looking for, Bill. I can tell you right now, this is not a 10-unit slam it play. Those are rare. He would have told us way earlier if he had one of those brewing. But
yes, sir.
we do think Slam is on the Hawks in this one. So we have a family Hawks bet.
Is this the Bill that we know?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What up, Bill? Long time no
Legend
talk,
Bill. Legend Bill.
Good shit. All right, man. Let's move on to our second game to end the night here. Lakers versus the Kings. I feel like these teams have played a lot. I don't know. The Lakers are -4 on the road here against a typical Kings team. Lakers off a loss, ugly loss against the Grizzlies. I think Russell Westbrook had an ugly game here, boys. What do we think in this spot? Hefe, what do you like, man? Oh, Alpha, go ahead, man.
It doesn't matter what I like, Hefe. Go ahead.
No, please.
I like the under in this one, guys. I don't love this game either way, to be completely honest with you. It's not something I'm going to have a play on, I believe, as of now. But the total's sitting at 231. I can see this one going comfortably under. I'm just not going to play it on tonight's card. I think there's better opportunities on the slate. But Hefe, do you have an actual play for the people?
I do. I'm rolling with the Lakers here. Last time these two teams played at not Staples. Wow, at a Crypto.com center. That's never gonna sound nice out of the mouth. The Lakers won by 8. I think they're just better than the Kings. I think they have the Kings recipe pretty much down packed, and I can get them at -4 tonight. Not one of my best plays, guys, but definitely a confident lean on the Lakers -4 tonight. How about you, Slammy?
I'm with you there, man. I lean the Lakers. No official play here. I think the Lakers get a nice bounce back here. They have to win this game because next game up is the Nuggets. So that's
it is a big game.
And this is a great spot for the Lakers to bounce back. Against a Kings team that's bad defensively, and LeBron James has been doing his thing. He's been scoring 30+ points a game, carrying his team. Russell Westbrook has to bounce back from his terrible he had 6 points. Kind of did a whole lot of nothing, just running around. So I like a bounce back spot here for the Lakers. I know the line's a little trappy. You could say a little trappy here, but I like the Lakers here, and the total is pretty high. So
I think it's high.
231. So I don't know. I think the Lakers roll in a blowout and get this over as well. That's
guys.
My leans.
We have a couple comments in the chat. J Money says Lakers easy. I don't know about easy, but I do think they get it done. And Joe Problemo is saying Halliburton assists. Anyone have a line on that? Let me take a look. Halliburton assists is currently, if I can not click the wrong button, 8.5. It's kind of high. It's the juice is on the under.
That's pretty high.
It is pretty high for Halliburton. I see it at 8.5 on FanDuel, plus 105 on the over. I personally would stay away from that, but Halliburton's been playing some great basketball as of late. So if you like it, I don't blame you on taking it. I just don't recommend it.
For sure. All right, man. The game of the day, game of the night. The Nets versus the Bulls. Battle of the Eastern Conference right here. Bulls are number 1. Nets are number 2. Nets are off a loss to the Blazers, guys. Hefe, you talked about this game earlier. What's your bet here, man?
Oh man, I have a lot of things to say. First of all, my first comment is, why is this game at 10:00 at night? Chicago's in the Eastern.
Oh yeah, you are right.
Yep.
Why is this game at 10:00? That's 9:00 in Chicago. So ESPN obviously called in a favor and said, "Listen, we need you guys to play later." I don't think I've ever seen what I've said, what I saw. Anyway, I want to comment on the Nets real quick about something that I read today by Sham. Do you know that Kyrie could have been playing this entire season if the Nets just would have paid a fine of about $88,000?
Really?
Yeah, here's how it works. You miss a game one time for COVID, warning. You miss a game twice, 1,000. You miss 3, 3,000. You miss 4, 5,000. You miss 5 and indefinitely, 5,000 per game. Somebody did the math, and it would have came out to $88,000 just for home games for the whole year. He already missed half, so it'd be about $40K. Do you know how much money Kyrie is losing out on by not playing these home games? I'll answer it. $17 million. How is Kyrie not about to sue the Nets? Is what I'm literally reading out of this. The Nets have cost them $16.9 million, right? He would have happily just paid it out of his paycheck. This can't be something that the Nets just found out today. Guys, it makes no sense. I've been obsessing over this. Please, somebody make it make sense to me. There's only one place where he wouldn't be able to play, and that's the only place that has a basketball team that's not in America. It's Toronto.
Yep. Well, I'm going to say one thing about the whole topic on whether the team wanted to allow him to play as unvaccinated in a hot spot such as New York. All I'm going to say is I am not qualified to talk about this, so I don't have a comment on it. It's crazy, but you never know. There's public ramifications to the Nets organization by paying those fines and allowing him to play. There's a lot. I agree, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into this. I'm not going to comment.
The Nets owner is one of the 5 richest people in the world.
I don't think it's the money. It's not the money.
Multi-million dollars in luxury tax. If it's not about the money,
it's not about the money. It's not.
It's not about the money, and it's then Kyrie could have just played, and they would have taken it out of his salary. Nets don't have to pay it. Kyrie would have paid it. It makes no sense to me. Sorry, guys. I had to rant about it. Let's get back to the game. The Nets have lost 5 out of the last 7 coming into tonight. They cannot, and this is why I'm so mad, because they're losing, because they can't get continuous play. You practice with Kyrie, but you don't play with Kyrie. He comes in tonight, but he's not in there the next game. It would drive me crazy as an organization. But guys,
that's why they didn't allow it.
What they could have for $88,000 is my point, and that's nothing to an NBA team and multimillionaires that play in the NBA.
But remember, they weren't going to bring him back until they had all the COVID issues.
They already gave up that moral stance. They already gave up the moral stance.
Now, at this point, they did. At this point, 100%. Now, this could go forever.
They gave up the moral stance when they let him play. Morals out the window. Now it's all about winning and money. And they are just being ridiculous. Somebody's got to do something.
No, you're right. At this point, you've already crossed that moral, ethical bridge. You've done it.
At this point.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. You're right.
Sorry, guys. Rant over. I see 3 comments on the YouTube. Kyrie lawyers need to be filing that lawsuit ASAP. 88K, nothing. Glad you're bringing this up. Love info like that.
Absolutely.
Somebody said something about European basketball fans are crazy compared to NBA fans who are calm. We would be going crazy, throwing smoke torches.
Nobody, please throw smoke torches at the game tonight. I'd like to watch the game.
We do not condone that. Anyway, guys, let's get back to tonight. Thank you for letting me have that. It's been brewing in me all day. It's actually driving me
Let it out, brother. Let it out.
The Bulls are one of the hottest teams in the league right now. DeMar DeRozan is a perennial MVP candidate. They are first in the Eastern Conference, and the Nets are second, even though they've lost 5 of 7. But, guys, I think tonight's the Nets' night. I think with all this just kind of bubble around the Nets, and they lost 5 of 7, how can you lose to the Blazers without Dame, without CJ? The Bulls are so hot. This is the fuel that fires a person like Kevin Durant. Tonight is his game, and I think he balls the F out. Give me the Nets money line tonight, plus 105. I'm taking them as a straight-up dog. Alpha, you may have the mic. I apologize for my rant.
I appreciate it. Well, guys, I also think tonight's the night for the Nets, but because I haven't seen it, I have to, we keep saying this, I need to see the Nets win with Kyrie, and I need to see a good performance before I bet on this team. So I'm laying off because I do think that the Nets should get a dub in this situation. So I'm holding off on this one. Slammy, what do you want?
Yeah, man. Let me read some head-to-head matchup trends here. You know, under is 7-2 in the last 9 meetings in Chicago. Underdogs are 7-3 against the spread in the last 10. Looking at the total is freaking high. So I want to take the under in this spot. But you know, looking at the Nets past game here, they let up the Blazers. You know, in the third quarter, I think they step up defensively here and bounce back. I do lean the Nets, but I'm taking the under. I think the total is too high. I think the Nets step it up, play better defense. Take the under at 237, man.
Love it. Boys, is it about that time?
Oh, shit. Is it?
I think it's time for Wade to LeBron. Best bets, boys. Let's get into it. First best bet of the night is the Knicks Mavs under 204.5. My second play of the night's the Hornets +5, boys. And my third and final POD is the Hawks -3, -118. I bought the hook from 3.5 to 3. Hefe with the slick hair. What are we looking at?
We're rolling with the Hawks, boys. Hawks money line -145 in the juice. We're rolling with the home squad. We're rolling with the Knicks +2.5. And you know what? We're rolling with, I don't call them the home squad, but the other team in this neighborhood, neck of the woods. The Nets money line. So the Bing Bong parlay, for those who know, is in play tonight. I'm rolling with the Nets money line, Hawks money line, Knicks +2.5. Slammy, what you got?
Nice, man. All right, I'm on the Hornets 76ers under the 225. My second play, I'm rolling with the Knicks again, man. I took them a couple days ago. I like him here at home. Knicks plus the 2.5. You could buy it up to 3, but I think the Knicks win outright. And then the third play, boys, we are rolling with the Heat and Hawks under 223.5 here.
Thought you were going to say the Hawks. I thought it was about to be time.
No. I learned my lesson, boys. It can't be a three-way anymore. But all right, man. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, man, we appreciate the support. If you guys are watching, keep commenting, retweeting, liking. We really appreciate you. And, a big shout out to Pierre Wage, the best in the business. If you guys haven't already, make sure to follow him on the Twitter. As always, boys, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. And happy Wednesday, not Tuesday. Wednesday.
I was about to say, and one more time, Slim, what day is it?
Knicks.